Hi everyone! Oh, sorry. Welcome to Messy Church! I was meant to eat that on Sunday. Children, don't eat your chocolate today. Wait until Easter Day. Sorry. Well, hello and welcome. Now, mums and dads, carers, grandparents, great-grandparents, visiting aunties and uncles, whoever is looking after the kids today, this is what you need for this morning's Messy Church. You will have a few minutes to go and find these things. A mop or a sweeping brush, a blanket and a pillow, a slice of bread, a few small pieces of chocolate, some chocolate sauce or some chocolate spread, a blob of jam or maybe tomato sauce, a tiny bit of cheese and a round biscuit. And most of all, a sense of humour. So you've got 2 minutes to go and find those things. Run around the house, go crazy, go and find them. Quick, go, bye! Oh, sorry, I'm doing it again. I just love chocolate, but remember, children, don't eat your chocolate until Sunday, Easter Day. Okay, now, I hope you've got all your things, because we're going to need them quite soon. But I wonder if you can help me. Children at home, have you seen Banjo Bob anywhere? Have you? Because I've been looking for him I can't find him in church. I can't find him in the church hall. I can't find him in the car park. And thankfully, I can't find him in the churchyard either. But have you seen him? No? Right, well, can you help me find him? After 3, can we all shout out loud, Banjo Bob! Ready? Not yet. After 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Banjo Bob!
Oh, hello everybody. I'm just finishing Gary's hair. We've got a new guest for you today. This is Gary the gorilla, everybody. Say hello to everybody. Say hello, Gary. Hello, Gary. No, I mean say hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm okay. I've not slept for 3 days. You've not slept for 3 days. Why is that? I sleep at night. That was very good. Hang on a minute. Boys and girls, he's forgotten something. You've forgotten something, have I? What have I forgotten? The mask. Oh, yeah, what, because of the virus? No, because you're ugly. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Anyway, listen, you don't need the mask on, do you? Because it's we live in the same household. You haven't got to self-isolate, have you? Right. Oh, hang on a minute. What's the matter? Which one's the gorilla? Oh, yeah, very funny. Right. Now, listen, say hello to the mums and dads as well. Hello, mums and dads. Now, Gary, yeah, we've learnt a song, haven't we? So we try the song. Yeah, go on then. It's called King of the Jungle, isn't it? Now, I found it a bit hard to play the ukulele with Gary here. Well, he's got his name tag, by the way. I don't know if you can read that. Is it the right way around? Or are we in mirror image? I'm not sure. Anyway, so I found it a bit hard to play the ukulele with him hanging around my neck. So I've recorded the ukulele and we're going to sing it. If I press the right button, Gary, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's press the button then. Oh, I think I've got one of your hairs in my mouth. Okay, are you ready then? It's King of the Jungle. Here we go. If it works. Oh, here we go, everybody. You can join in the actions. Here we go. There's a bit where the boys and girls can do your monkey impressions. Here we go. Gary will show you. Who's the king of the jungle? Ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the sea? Bubble, bubble, bubble. Who's the king of the universe? And who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S. Yes! He's the king of me. He's the king of the universe. The jungle and the sea. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the jungle? Ooh, ooh. Who's the king of the sea? Bubble, bubble, bubble. Who's the king of the universe? Who's the king of me? I'll tell you. J-E-S-U-S. Yes! He is the king of me. He's the king of the universe. The jungle and the... Repeat the last line. He's the king of the universe. The jungle and the sea. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Hey, that's not bad, Gary. You did well. And yourself. Oh. We'll say bye for now. We'll see you again. Say bye, bye. Wave your foot. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.
Gary the gorilla and Banjo Bob, thank you so much for singing that song for us. That's one of our favourite songs, isn't it? At Playhouse Toddler Group, at Message Church, at Treehouse, in fact everywhere. We love to see who's the king of the jungle. Now, of course, at Easter, we're thinking about who is the king of the world, and ultimately, it's King Jesus, which we're thinking about today, Good Friday, because the king of all the kings in the world gave up his life because he loves us. And we're going to think about that. Now, in that wonderful song, we had lots of different animals. Well, mainly monkeys going hoo hoo, and also a bobble, 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 a fish. Now, I want to think about Jesus. Remember, he rode into Jerusalem on a donkey. That's what we did last week on Palm Sunday. So I hope you've now got your stick, your mop, or your sweeping brush. Now this is one of a lovely mops. I think it's one of Leslie's mops from Christchurch. It's a Thy Leader one. And you can put this in front of you, and then you can kind of do the actions for a donkey. Or like a horsey, like clippity, cloppity, clippity, cloppity. And the grown-ups around the side of the room can be shouting, Hosanna, Hosanna, because when Jesus rode into Jerusalem, they were shouting Hosanna, which means save us, save us. So children, grab your stick, together let's go. Hosanna, Hosanna, brilliant, nice one, well done. Now, thinking about animals again, donkey, Gary the gorilla, Banjo Bob, he's not an animal, never mind. In the Bible, there are lots of stories about fish. A big fish, like the whale that swallowed up little man Jonah. Fish in the Bible where Jesus was eating fish, or Jesus made a few small fish be enough fish for thousands of people. Now, I know a little song about fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Remember how it goes? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let it go again. Oh, by the way, this isn't my hat. I found it in a lost property. It's been here for the last 12 months. If it's your hat, let me know and you can have it back. It doesn't fit me. Thanks. Sorry. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. Well, you know how it goes, don't you? But a lady called Alana, who's part of an organisation called EMU Music, is going to teach us a new version of that song, teaching us all about Jesus. Alana, over to you.
Hello, my name is Alana and welcome to my living room. We're going to sing a song together and it's called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ is now alive. I think that you'll know the tune, so you should be able to sing along, but it would be good if you could do some actions as well. Now, I can't really do actions and play guitar at the same time. What can we do about this? That's better. So follow me for the singing and follow me for the actions. Great, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ is now alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He will never die again. That's great, we know it's true. He died for me, he died for you. And now he lives to be the king of you, the king of me. Do you think we can go a bit faster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ is now alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He will never die again. That's great, we know it's true. He died for me, he died for you. And now he lives to be the king of you, the king of me. Can we go even faster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jesus Christ is now alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He will never die again. That's great, we know it's true. He died for me, he died for you. And now he lives to be the king of you, the king of me. Well done! Yay!
Oh, hiya, welcome back. Well, thank you, Alana, for that amazing song about teaching us about that Jesus died, but that he came back to life again. And that's what Easter's all about, isn't it? Today is called Good Friday. Remember the sad moment when Jesus was killed, and then remember that 3 days later, on Easter Day, on Sunday, he came back to life and the tomb was empty. Hallelujah! Hooray! Hosanna! That's brilliant. That's ace. That's super. So, are you ready to make your craft? Mums and dads, can you butter the piece of bread so that it's ready? And you cut off just one crust, okay? Butter the bread and cut off one crust. And find something green and small. Now, don't get any ideas. Nothing up your nose, but some sort of maybe leaf or something like that you can eat. A bit of spinach, bit of lettuce or something like that. If you can't, it doesn't matter, but if you can, you can. Now children, we're going to watch a video that tells us about the super cool story of Jesus. About when he fed the thousands, when he healed the sick, when he washed the disciples' feet, he gave his life for us and he came back to life. Let's enjoy it.
Jesus did and Jesus loved, to show us how his Father loves. When Jesus was all grown up, He really did a lot of stuff. On top of high hills and in boats out at sea, sat down by tables for supper or tea. But he also loved lots on a kind of tree. It's 100% true and a super cool story. Jesus said and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. On a great big hill, Jesus told a story about two builders. Let's call them Billy and Bernie. Billy, being silly, built his house on the sand, but Bernie, the brains, built on rock on the land. After the storm, Billy was grumpy because his house was in pieces, all broken and lumpy. But when you listen and do what I say, you're like Bernie the builder who built the right way. Jesus did and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. Jesus was by a lake with friends and people came to follow. It got late and bellies grumbled because they had no food to swallow. So Jesus did a miracle. 5,000 mouths were fed. He did it with 2 smelly fish and just 5 loaves of bread. In a boat out at sea, his mates had a big surprise. They saw Jesus walking there. They couldn't believe their eyes. He wasn't in a boat and he wasn't wearing skis. He was walking on the water and doing it with ease. Jesus served and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. Jesus was at a table with friends like John and Pete. He made some soapy water and scrubbed their grubby feet. "You can't wash my feet," says Pete. "No way, not happening, never." But Jesus did the messy jobs, though he's the most important ever. Jesus ate and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. Jesus was having supper. He broke the bread in 2. It's a picture of my body and it's broken now for you. He also filled a cup with wine. Remember when I'm gone, that I bled because I loved you and paid for all your wrong. Jesus prayed and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. Jesus was in the garden. He knew his time had come. I wish there was another way, but let my Father's will be done. Jesus died and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. Some didn't like Jesus. He said he was God's son. They thought he was telling fibs and telling them for fun. And though he was God's son, they nailed him to a tree. In between 2 robbers, he died for you and me. He said it is finished. And then he closed his eyes. And in case he was pretending, they even stabbed his side. Jesus rose and Jesus loved to show us how his Father loves. A woman was at a graveyard. A man asked her what was wrong. The lady sobbed and sniffled, "Jesus' body's gone." She thought he was a gardener, but there was no spade in view. But Jesus called her Mary. "Then teacher," she cries, "it's you." So now Jesus is alive. There's lots he wants to give. But most of all, it's life and love, so we can really live.
Oh, isn't that a great story? It tells us that Jesus is alive. Now, I like to read my Bible. It's the good news of Jesus. And this Bible tells me that when they went looking for Jesus, the angel said, "He is not here, he is risen." That's the great news about Easter, that although Jesus died, he didn't stay dead, he came back to life, and we call that the resurrection. Now we're going to make our craft. So hopefully you have your piece of bread buttered. There's an analogy there, isn't there? Have your bread buttered at all times. And now we're going to make an Easter story on our piece of bread. We're going to make a donkey with little bits of chocolate. We're going to make some palm branches with some green leaves. We're going to make some dirty footprints of when Jesus washed the disciples' feet. We might use our chocolate sauce or chocolate spread for that. We're going to use our jam, our red jam or tomato sauce to remember that Jesus took a cup of wine and he said, remember me and my death by drinking wine. That's from the grown-ups, of course. A little bit of red for the wine, and then we're going to take a little bit of cheese, because little squares of cheese, tiny squares of cheese, look like little bits of bread. So put the cheese on your bread, and then take the crust, cut it into two, and make a cross shape on the bread out of the crust. And then on the bottom right corner, cut out a little hole and use that piece of bread. Put it on the bread so that you've got a hole in the bread. You might say you've got holy bread, but that's not the point of it. The hole in the bread reminds us that they rolled the tombstone away and found the tomb was empty. Now, I talk quite fast. That might be a struggle to comprehend in one go. It's going to take you 5 minutes at least. So on the screen, in a moment, will be a photo of what your craft should look like. And I'm going to put some music on in the background to entertain you while you make your craft. Get busy, get messy!
Sunday morning, the women come to the grave of the crucified Jesus. The stone is rolled away. They hear the angels say, He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen, hallelujah. Peter, hurry, Peter, run to the grave of the crucified Jesus. Strips of linen, an empty tomb, but Peter, you will see him soon, because He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen, hallelujah. Two brothers walking the Emmaus road, they're talking to the crucified Jesus. When He broke bread, they knew all Jesus said was true, because He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen, hallelujah. Let's go! So brothers, sisters, raise your voice in praise of the glorified Jesus. He crucified our sin, and we will rise like Him too. He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen, hallelujah. Sing it. He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen, hallelujah. He is risen,
Oh, sorry. I hope you've made your craft. Now, don't eat it yet, If you have done, no, doesn't matter. But if you're not eating it yet, save it till after we've finished our service, and then you can enjoy it. Remember, make sure you've got clean hands. And remember, don't eat your chocolate until Sunday. I keep saying that. Now, why have I got a box? Well, we put all sorts of things in boxes, don't we? But do you know what you can't put in a box? You can't put God in a box, can you? He's too big to put in a box. He is humongous. He is amazing. But sometimes in our lives, it feels like we put God in a box and shove him in a corner. But we shouldn't limit what God can do. God can do anything. He can even come back from the dead. So we're going to sing our final song, God Can Do Anything.
Let's go for it. Go for it, band. Play a little bit of guitar and then face your partner. Here we go.
God can do anything, anything at all. God can do anything, anything at all. Nothing is too big for him and nothing is too small. God can do anything, anything
Don't
at
put him in a box.
Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he can do. Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he
Let's go
can do.
faster.
God can do anything, anything at all. God can do anything, anything at all. Nothing is too big for him and nothing is too small. God can do anything, anything
Faster.
at all. Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he can do. Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what
I
he
think
can
faster.
do. God can do anything, anything at all. God can do anything, anything at all. Nothing is too big for him and nothing is too small. God can do anything, anything at all. Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he can do. Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he
Okay,
can do.
really, really fast.
God can do anything, anything at all. God can do anything, anything at all. Nothing is too big for him and nothing is too small. God can do anything,
Don't put him in
anything
a
at all.
box.
Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he can do. Don't put him in a box, don't shove him in a corner. Don't you limit what he can do.
Give me a hand wave. Yeah, yeah. Bit of guitar to finish. It's there somewhere. And then check this out.
Oh, I suppose you think you're clever singing that fast. That's not fast. This is fast. Don't put him in the box and shove him in the corner. Don't you limit what he can do. Don't put him in the box and shove him in the corner. Don't you limit what he can do. Yeah, yeah. Let's see you beat that thing, clever pants.
Well done, Gracie G.
Oh, sorry. Welcome back. Well, that was a great song, wasn't it? God really can do anything. He can also answer our prayers. And I wonder, have you got your blankets and pillow? I've got a cushion here and my little teddy bear. And I thought we might make a little den. Just you and your little brother or sister or mum and dad. A little den somewhere in your lounge or your kitchen. Get your blankets, get your cushion, and maybe make your cushion a bit like a stone in front of a tomb that you can roll away to come out of your den. And then when you get into your den, why don't you say a prayer to Jesus to thank him that he is alive? Let's say a little prayer together now. Let's close our eyes and put our hands together. Dear Jesus, thank you for our messy church today. Thank you that you are alive. Amen. Have a great Easter. Happy Easter. Go make your den and I'll see you soon, hopefully on Easter Sunday at 10:30. Bye bye.